It's Week 6 of the National Football League. We'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Bengals and the Giants on Sunday night primetime.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 58 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe...
Now Lock. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Lock. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Lock to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. Lock gonna throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 from Bengals TD. Well, just an excellent play there by the defense to not only pick it but take it back, because, Charles, it looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
They certainly did appear to be locked in, and with how this offense was moving along, I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end the series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they tipped one of those scripted plays. Maybe the defender just made a great read. It has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing now is Locke. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Open man is Yoshivas. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They go play action with Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals down and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Block now to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock him. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Third down and 6. The tight end in motion right. Here's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. From midfield now, Burrow. This one complete to Yoshivas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a give left side. Brown with it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Burrow will throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
You talk about this Giant defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
To the air again, Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there, as that one was knocked away.
Now it's Burrow. Hard throw, incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. McPherson's kick is good, and that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
And able to get this out to the 25. The New York set to take the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tracy going to get it on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
3rd down, here's Tracy. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They'll go again with Tracy. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 8.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Locke. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground. But certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. Here now, 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. Burrow looking to pass. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action. It's Burrow. He'll swing this out to Moss. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Again, it's Burrow. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's a give to Brown. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 20-yard line. 11 more yards. And the tight end goes in motion left. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
McPherson on for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run. New York ready to go again offensively. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
Tracy trying the right side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the end.
No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. Myles Murphy. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. Here's Jones on the return. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. Now Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And New York set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sideline falls incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here's Locke to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong.
Yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Now a short one to Gesicki. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. On the return, Jackson. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Locke gonna throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Mike Murphy able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll hand it to Tracy. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Locke. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And that is no good. And they will remain well behind.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field, and he gets a tackle for loss there. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll send the tight end in motion left. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Here's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Handing it off to Brown. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27th. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
New York set to take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They look to throw. It's Locke. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So no gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Burrow will throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. They'll roll him out right. Now Burrow loses the football. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Rolling to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Locke. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Locke now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would swoop in and clean up after the play was made. But, boy, we said it with a lot of affection because he made a lot of game-changing plays by getting to the football that had been knocked loose.
What was your nickname, by the way?
Can you go get me some water, guy, please? The rest of us are playing.
Yeah, right. Too humble. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And, you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. After the turnover, here's Locke. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he has a big gain inside the 4. clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throw out wide is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Jones. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Bengals.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Geno Smith, strong in the victory, as his guys run their record to 6-1 on the campaign. From there, we take the long trip back across the country, then across the pond. Check out the action in London. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Caleb Williams, a touchdown pass in the victory. And finally, on Monday Night Football, we wrap up Week 6 with Bills-Jets in the AFC East from MetLife Stadium. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's an early front runner for MVP in the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Now Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Back to throw again. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Again, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Brown. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free, and those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
In motion, Slayton.
On play action, Locke. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And this will be taken at the 13.
The visitors' offense and running back Chase Brown set to take over once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Burrow. Got a man. It's Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 3.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Slot man moves right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That was short one to Gesicki. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back to throw now on first down.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Burrow will throw.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Now it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Forced out. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Burrow
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke.
2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
To throw it is Locke. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This one complete to Yoshivas. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This now a 3rd and 4. Burrow looking to pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
From midfield now, Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Giants' 46-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 41.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. Down to the 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Well, this offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. The Bengals drive about to get going. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
3rd and 5. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. And New York set to take the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Locke to throw. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Giants first down.
In motion, Slayton. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. The Giants on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 16. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Locke, got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why?
Why?
Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No, 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 no. Now Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 2nd and 6.
At the 24-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. Now it's Burrow. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
touchdown! Jamar Chase from 4 yards out. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And McPherson on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll give it here to Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
3rd and goal. Burrow. Touchdown Bengals.
Andre Yoshivas
from 3 yards out.
And the Bengals add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
But right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember, the last time out, They fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Here's Locke. That's complete. It's Neighbors. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Locke going to throw. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. Again, it's Locke. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Throwing now is Locke. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. On the give, it's Tracy. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, it's pretty rare that you see a ball game decided by this wide of a margin, and now it gets, Charles, even wider after that pick 6. They've done everything right on that sideline.
I think we can safely say that not only is the scoreboard, right, the gap big there, now everyone's just looking for stat padding, right? Do I get a chance to make a big play? Can I get a takeaway? Can I go ahead and put the ball in the end zone? That's what these guys are all talking to each other about now with a lead this big.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Hyatt goes in motion left. Locke trying again after the pick 6. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. Has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw it is Locke. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Mike Hilton, the man to break up the throw.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball, they're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Jones on the return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
So the delay of game penalty backs them up. It's now 2nd and 7. Right back to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Bengals, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.